Hello, everybody. Hello, hello. Happy Wednesday. I'm so glad you guys are here. Let me know if you can hear me. Okay. Let me know. I'm trying to figure out what's going on here. I hope you guys can hear me. Um, hey, Eloise, how are you? Just naps didn't work for us today, so I'll be in and out with the kids, but I'm excited to be here to listen. Awesome. Awesome. Hello. Welcome, welcome. We're going to wait for some more people to pop on. Let me know if you can hear me okay. Let me know. Hello, Cindy. What's going on? Hello, Gemma. Good morning, Heather. Hello. Sounds good. Awesome. Thanks, Cindy. Appreciate it. Thank you so much for verifying that for me. Hello, hello. Happy Wednesday. We're going to wait for some more people to pop on. Oh, goodness. I hope you are having a fantastic day. Halfway through the week, if that's something that matters to you, as we get a little bit closer going into Friday. Today has been kind of got a late start today, but I'm okay. My daughter and I were up till 2:30 this morning watching Downton Abbey, which you can stream on Netflix. I didn't watch it when it originally aired on PBS because I was probably into some other series or whatever. You can only do so many series. So we were up till 2:30 this morning. We're on season 2. We've been binging like crazy and we regret nothing at all. We regret absolutely nothing. Alrighty then. So I hope you guys are having a fantastic day today. Let me know in the comments section if you are working or crafting or just hanging out. We have a lot of people here who spend their 2 o'clock on a Wednesday working but also watching the live stream, so no judgments. Good evening, Emma. Hello, everyone who's just joined us. Hello, hello. Thank you so much. Eloise says, I'm binging on Downton as well. I know, it is just, I mean, it just came out the gate as a heavy hitter, right? I just love the season. And anytime there's like more drama, Corinne's like, oh, there's more spice. This is getting spicy. So that's like our thing. I don't even know if it's appropriate for an 11-year-old to watch, but we're watching it anyway. It's been great. Oh, goodness. Let me know what you're doing this afternoon. Are you going to be crafting while you're joining us today? Are you working? Are you trying to wrangle kids? Or what are you doing this afternoon? By the way, before we really get started, if you wouldn't mind, and you're new to the Victoria Marie YouTube channel, make sure you hit the subscribe button, click the bell so you'll be notified each and every time a new video is posted here. Also, make sure you give this live stream a thumbs up because that lets YouTube know that you enjoy this kind of content, and that's really important to help support the channel. So thank you so much for that. So today I'm going to be working in my Hot Springs mini album. Now at the time, let's see, I started working on this last year. And I did a live stream. You can go back and watch the future or past live streams rather, where I walked through how I took items from my stash to create a kit for this project. And I prepared in advance the album, I think before my trip. And I went through and I start putting in the different cards and papers and things and did some light embellishing. And then the goal was when I got back from the trip that I would finish this. I would start and finish it. And it's taking me a little bit longer than what I had planned because I had some stuff going on. So I am committed to getting this project done this year, hopefully within the next few weeks, because I have my Charleston, South Carolina vacation to scrapbook. And I have some past vacations I want to scrapbook too. But those may not happen immediately. But this one, certainly I can get done within hopefully this year. So that's what I'm going to be working on today. So if you want to go back in the past lives and see the materials that I put together for this project and see me kind of set this album up, then that is available here on the Victoria Marie YouTube channel. All right. Hey, Patricia, this is a work day, having lunch. Awesome. The Dodd 39 says, I am on a break at my sorority convention. Very fun. Hey, Deb, what's going on? Antonella, hello from rainy Germany. Hello, friend. Let's see. Got a lot of Downton Abbey fans. That's awesome. Downton Abbey was my favorite. I used to make scones and have tea while watching. That's a really good idea. With my mom, they're making a Christmas special coming out in December. Oh, I got to make sure that I watch that. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Just watched the lives for the Hot Springs. I'm excited to see you work on it now. Cool. Thanks, Eloise. Hey, Dee Dee, what's going on? How are you? I think I am going to, Caleb Garcia 787, I think I am going to get some nice English-inspired snacks for Corinne and I so we can watch it together while eating those snacks. So that's an awesome, awesome idea. I think I'm going to do that right after I finish this live and I go take a break. I'm going to run to the store and see what I can find. Oh my goodness. Yes, lots of Downton Abbey fans. Absolutely love it. Absolutely love it. So today, that's what I'm going to be working on. I don't have a design plan, but I do want to talk a little bit about the album. So let me switch over to my desk view. So it's going to be just a second while that switches over. And let's see, is that going to do that? There we go. And that will switch over here in just a second. Slight delay, but it'll get there. Hey, Laquita, how are you in Germany? So it's 9 p.m. Oh, wow. Yeah, it is. Just in the craft room crafting. That's fantastic. I know we have folks that are joining us from all over the world for different time zones. Let's see. I'm new here, just getting motivated to start scrapbooking again. Well, I hope that you get some creative inspiration. And you know, my cure for getting motivation is not waiting for motivation, but actually scrapbooking and creating, and that motivation will come. And that's something, that is a little dose of my own medicine that I've had to take recently because I felt a little bit uninspired. And sometimes you just have to create, right? You just have to create, and that motivation, that inspiration will come. So I hope that you are inspired to break out your supplies and get it going. Alrighty, so let's go ahead and start. So I have my Citrus Twist Life Crafted album. Have a little, I don't know what this is, a little stain here. I gotta clean that up. Any event, I posted a link in the description to these Life Crafted albums because every time I show it, I always get questions about it. So if you're interested in this album, the link is down below, and I also posted the dimensions of this album. So if you're curious, all that information is already posted in the description. So this is a traveler's notebook style of album, and I love this album because I wanted to do the traveler's notebook style scrapbooking, but I didn't particularly like the inserts. And so, I had a little technical thing there. Okay, we're back. There we go. All right, so I didn't particularly like I like the Traveler's Notebook inserts that you can, purchase individually. They're either staple or sewn or whatnot. But the problem with that is that they can easily come apart if it's not well constructed. I like using embellishments and dimension and that type of thing, which people do use in those, but I found that it was getting too bulky and just not manageable enough for me. So I testing out these Citrus Twist Life Crafted albums, and I absolutely love it. I've been using the albums for, let me grab a couple more here. My Disney movie little mini album. And so in the year 2019, Disney came out with a whole bunch of new live action movies. And so I thought I would scrapbook those movies. My daughter and I went and pretty much saw all of them that year. And so I'm using this album. I transitioned this from a traditional Traveler's Notebook insert into this album. I just deconstructed it, trimmed the pages down, and slipped it in the pockets. I love these albums because they have pockets, and they have different styles of pockets. So I will come back to this project later. There's some more Disney movies that I want to add to this album, so it might be something that I work on with in either a separate video or here on a live. But I thought this would just be something fun to document because we are huge Disney movie fans, and it's nice to kind of go back and look at our thoughts of the different movies that we like to watch. Then I'm also using this style of album for my Week in the Life project, which I haven't finished yet, and I hope to finish that by the time summer ends. And I think I talked about the setup during one of the lives for this particular project. So again, using one of the Citrus Twist Life Crafted albums, and I love it because not only do I like this size, but it also challenged me to resize photos in a different size. I've been teaching myself how to use Photoshop. So I used Photoshop to resize photos so that they fit into these albums. And I might, once I feel a little bit stronger in my Photoshop skills, might do like a tutorial for Photoshop newbies. And maybe I'll do a collaboration with someone who knows how to do Photoshop a little bit more than I do. But I'm teaching myself how to do this, how to print the photos, add the text, that type of thing. And I was really inspired by some other folks who do these, who are a little bit more familiar with Photoshop than I am. I only just want to know the stuff that I need for scrapbooking. Like, I don't need to know any other things using Photoshop. I learn what I need to learn. So anyway, this is the Week in the Life project, which if you're not familiar, this is a project that was designed by Allie Edwards. If you're not familiar with Allie, she is a longtime scrapbooker, storyteller, has a full line of products and classes, and she's been in the industry for a very long time. One of her projects is Week in the Life, where you document basically a full week and what's going on in your life. And so I started that project, and I was working on it pretty good, and then I kind of slowed down because I had some other things going. So anyway, point being is I'm using this particular style of album for this project. I love this size because it's not too small, it's not too big, and I can do things like document my Disney movie experiences or even travel albums. So let me walk you through what I've gotten set up in my my travel album for Hot Springs. So we went to Hot Springs, Arkansas last year, and it was kind of our COVID sort of vacation because everything we did pretty much was outside. We spent a lot of time outside, not a whole lot of time indoors. But I did want to document this and kind of journal a little bit about what it was like going on a vacation during a pandemic, because it took us a long time to make the decision to go. But we did go, and we decided Hot Springs, one, because it's not too far from Texas, two, where I reside, two, we were able to have a safe, socially distanced vacation. We also went during the week when there weren't a whole lot of regulars or even some travel or tourists, because of course tourist season was pretty much suppressed in 2020. And so we basically, everywhere we went, had places to ourselves. So it ended up working out as a really, really good vacation for us. So let me kind of walk you through the setup, and I'm going to do probably a page or two today. So here on the front, I have a little pocket here for memorabilia or whatnot. Went ahead, created a title page. I think I created the title page before I went on vacation. And then I've gotten some photos inside the album. This is a little insert. I have a little photo here, a little travel moment. And then Citrus Twist sells these little strips here that you can put on your ephemera to add in pages and stuff like that to your albums, which is really, really cool. You can find all that information on the Citrus Twist website. I do have to go in, well, let's see, maybe that's another page. So I do have some pages that are done. I like to start out with our travel journey because we did a road trip. We drove 790 miles round trip from Texas to Arkansas, so using some of these embellishments. By the way, everything that I used for this project is all from my stash. I didn't buy anything new from this at all. You can go back and watch that whole setup. Printed some photos, really focusing on these vertical 4x6 photos for this album. There's these little 2x2 pockets that I embellished, which is super fun. I love this little car down here. They have page dividers of different styles for this album if you're not familiar with it. So that turned out really cool. I also put in this interactive element that comes out. I'm not sure if this is actually going to stay in the album because it's making it bulkier than what I want. So I might reconfigure this in some way for this album. So we'll see. Then I also have little postcards in here. I love collecting postcards whenever I'm on vacation, mainly because the photography is a lot better than what we could probably get, probably do on our own. And so I like to use those into my albums. I got some thickers, of course. My thickers are falling, so I got to add some adhesive to that. But restaurant that we ate at on our first day, it was a German restaurant. I wouldn't say that Hot Springs is the culinary capital of this part of the country. Our food experiences wasn't that great, but we found a couple of gems, and I'll scrapbook about those later. I like to save my hotel room key. I took a picture. We stay at the Holiday Inn. Nothing too fancy. Also have this other little envelope here. I stuck in some of our receipts because I like to go back and see how much we paid for stuff for our vacations. And so I'm just kind of filling some stuff in. This is kind of day one when we were touring. We started the historic part of Hot Springs where the bathhouses are, Bathhouse Row. We stopped at a coffee shop. So I'm, documented that. This photo of my daughter and I, which is one of my favorites of all time. One of my favorite photos. There's a few others, but yeah, copy and paste, right? Look exactly alike. And so I have the rest of this album that is awaiting for some photos and embellishing. Let me go to the chat real quick. Let's see. Crystal has loads of tutorials on Photoshop journaling. Yes, she absolutely does. Use quite a few chunky elements, and my Idaho album was able to fit 25 protectors and have the album just almost close. Does that make sense? That does make sense. Absolutely. Always that does make sense. Alrighty, so here are the photos that, well, some of them. I just printed these out today because I wasn't quite sure which ones I wanted to print. So when I do my travel vacation albums, I like to tell stories as they happened in chronological order. So travel day and then our tour day, or whatever it is that we're doing, days 1 through 5. Usually we're gone for about a week. And then kind of departure day. So I have this photo of the little street flag here that says Hot Springs Historic and Arts District, which I really love that photo. A photo of us on Bathhouse Row with all the bathhouses. The sad part about that was that we weren't able to tour a lot of the bathhouses due to COVID, but that's okay. Maybe one day, if we circle back, we'll be able to do that. This structure was outside of a restaurant that I thought was really super cool. And then, of course, a photo of us standing in front of a fountain that a really nice tourist took of us. So I think what I want to do is take out one of these inserts. Now, my goal for this is to really focus on stories, and I'll add in journaling later. I think I'm going to start with this photo. I did preset up some of these pages, but you know what? Even when you do that, you can take things out, right? And replace them with something else, no big deal. So I'm going to put this photo right in here. And then what I think I'll do, since I already have it out, is trim this down, I think. And that will fit right in there. Yeah. That'll fit right there. And I can embellish that just a little bit. I don't have to do a ton of embellishing. I'm going to open up my little kit here. Get out my stuff. Let's see. Hello to those of you who are joining us for the first time. Hello, hello. I'm so glad you're here. So glad you're here. Okay, so I'm thinking I might want to create a little bit of a collage here of some sort. I like this Wayfarer sticker that maybe I will put off the edge of the paper. Maybe like that. And then trim that up. By the way, I don't have any rhyme or reason for today's designs. I'm just kind of going with the flow. And that's the cool thing about already having a kit prepared and ready, so that you don't have to worry about making a whole bunch of decisions. You can just, get your stuff out and do the thing. I like this explore more. Oops. There we go. Can I do that off the edge? Just a little bit. I love layering up stickers and then taking them to the edge so it looks like it's just kind of printed on the paper that way. Love that. Okay. So I'm just going through my little tray of embellishments here, just trying to see what I can use that would look cool. I just have a few things. Again, stuff from my stash from various collections and things that I've had over the years. And I went through and just picked out stuff that I thought would work. All right. So back to this little embellishment. Nothing too spectacular here. Thought about using this green washi, but that might fade away a little bit. That's all right. Maybe this little camera. There we go. Perfect. So then I have this, and I'm not quite sure what else I'm going to put here. So I'm just going to stick this right here for now, and I'll call that done. I really love how the stickers come off the edge. Love that. Okay, so we'll call that particular page done. And, you know, I tend to stay on the simple side when it comes to mini albums. Adding little details here and there. I love them to be interactive. Lots of color, lots of embellishing, that type of thing. But sometimes when I'm doing pages, I don't feel the need for them to be, that every page has to be this spectacular thing, right? It can just be what it is. Then I have this postcard that says, came here for change and a rest. Took baths, they got the change, the hotels, they took the rest. Greetings from Hot Springs, Arkansas. Look how cute. It's a vintage postcard here. And I thought about slipping that there. And now I'm trying to find my little inserts. Well, where did I put those? Oh, poop, where did I put them? Okay, we're just going to make a note that this little postcard's going to go here. All right, moving on to the next layout. So I'm going to come over here to this one. I already have some embellishments and stuff here. And I think the next photo I'm going to scrapbook is this one here. And I might trim that down just a little bit so I can fit these embellishments on here. Figure out how I want to do that. Okay, so let's do a little trim. So I'm going to trim it here a little bit at the bottom. I'm going to trim it a little bit at the top. There we go. And that's kind of bringing that focus in on my little family and I. And I think that's going to go there. And then bring in, maybe I'll tuck it here. And do the here we go. And then I really want to put this somewhere. Maybe something like that would do. The cool thing about these types of projects is that you can make them as simple or as complicated as you want. And sometimes when I'm working on these pages, I try very hard to use the elements that I originally picked out, because the whole point of prepping this album in advance is so that I didn't have to think too much about it whenever I came home to actually put it together. So I'm glad I had already pre-selected these elements, and if I want to change it, I can change it. It's not a big deal. But on days like today, when I just want to work on this and just have fun, these elements are already picked out. I don't have to expend any brain power. I already know what I'm going to use. Just going to stick that there, mainly for decoration, not utility. And then put that here. Okay, so that works out really well. Hey Ingrid, what's going on? Thanks, Melody. How are you? Whatever is lovely, Shelly. Hello, Shelly from Houston. Hello, hello. Okay, so let's add something else to this. I'm going to go back to my little embellishments here. And just a little bit of dimension, I think. Let's go with these little enamel dots. This is from an older Hip Kit Club. I think I might stick like one here. Let's see, there's a orangey one, maybe. Maybe a little pinky one. Trying to get those used up. And there we go. And I'm going to be adding in some journaling and stuff, probably some long form journaling. And what I'll do is probably size out a text box in Photoshop. You can do the same thing like in Canva or PicMonkey. You don't have to be a Photoshop wizard to do that. In order to do some long form text, might do that on the back side of this particular spread. So here's this one. So not too bad, right? Getting stories told, getting some photos in there. So this spread's going to go right in here. And then when I find them, this is going to go right in here. Let me see if do I have them close by? Let's see. Hold on just a second. Aha! Look at me being a smarty. Here they are. Okay, so they have these little insert strips from Citrus Twist that you can purchase. And the cool thing about this is you can add stuff like little postcards and things of that nature into your albums. So I'm just going to open this up. This looks really awesome. Then, as I'm doing this, I'm spotting these tags, these large tags. I think I got this from Everyday Explorers, maybe it's Citrus Twist. I can use this in here to do some journaling on. Maybe I'll do that. That might be an option there. I'll keep that in mind. Okay, so these have little holes that fit the album. So you get 3 here at the top, 3 here at the bottom. And then you can adjust it however you want, right? So I think I'm going to put mine like this, I think. Oh, how do I want to do it? Maybe somewhere in the middle. Maybe like right there. Okay, then you take the adhesive strip off and you line up your element. I don't know how well you can see this on camera. Okay, and then you just trim the excess off. I picked up these postcards from one of the bathhouses that was open. I think it was the tourist office there in Hot Springs. There we go. And so now I can just slip this right in here. And I have this fun little embellishment, or this fun little keepsake that doesn't take up too much space, but it's fun to interact with, right? And then I can also do some journaling right here since I'm not sending off the postcard. I usually keep them. I don't usually send them off. But I can put some journaling here too, so that can be another interactive journaling situation. And then what I'm thinking is maybe have another photo here, and then I can bring in a tag and then do some journaling on the tag, and then do another one of those insert strips so that I can do journaling right here, which would be cool. So that'll allow me some space to put photos. So here's another photo. I could also stick my photo on the tag. Oh, that's cool. Maybe I'll stick the photo on the tag. And then I can journal here on the back, and I can do some embellishing. Yeah, let's do that. See, on the fly scrapbooking, you just never know. This is why I always say you have to just get into the habit of making and of doing and exploring and moving things around, because you just never know where your mind may go creatively. So look how cool that is. And so I can stick one of those little inserts on here, the little insert strip, and then I have another spot where I could put photos. I could put some more photos here too. I just love that little piece of artwork there. Then I can put something here. This can be journaling, or this can be a photo as well. I'm not quite sure what, well, maybe it'll be this photo. It's kind of photo heavy today, right? I could also put this on the back of here and then add my journaling there. Maybe that's what I'll do. Then I'll flip it and have a family photo. Yeah, maybe that's what I'll do. On the fly, baby. And you know what? If you don't like something, I mean, you can just like do it over. It's not like a big deal. It's just paper. Okay, so let's then, since we, actually, you know what I need to do? I need to add a strip in between somehow. So that's going to be a little teeny tricky because I don't want this exposed here. I will come up with a solution for that, I think. Yeah. So I think what I'll do, stick this here, and we will come up with a solution for this. I'll put this right behind the photo, I think. It'll actually have to go on the other side. So it'll have to go like this. And then I will create a solution for, because we have the 3 little holes here, the 2 little holes, and adhesive here. So I think what I'll do is I'll put a piece of pattern paper here to cover up that adhesive and then trim it to the size of the tag and then do the whole reinforcer again. I think that's what I'll do. So I'm going to pull this up, fold that like this, stick this inside, just like that. Make sure that it's even Stevens there. And then I'm just going to pull this out. What this does, this technique, is it prevents you from adhering something. It gives you some time, some wiggle room to kind of move things around. And then if you accidentally stick something down, you have the release paper that's still there. So I'm just going to trim the release paper for right now. Then I'm going to trim out this portion here so that it follows the tag, like so. And then what I can do is get pattern paper to go up here. Make sure that fits across. Like that. I'm going to pull up this release paper. Like so. And then I'm going to, uh-oh, is there something sticky there? There is. Put this down. Like that. And then trim it out. Like so. Easy solution. Then let's punch the hole. And then all I have to do is make an enforcer for that. So let's do that now. And for that, I'm going to take my little enforcer tool. And I'm thinking I'm going to grab some pattern paper that'll work for this. Punch that. And now I just kind of made that work for me. And I did that because I put that other photo on the other side and I needed a way to put this into the album since I'm doing this out-of-pocket layout. Alrighty. You just watched me work through something live. Figuring it out as we go, right? It doesn't have to be a thing. We just use our tools and make it work. Hello, hello, everybody. Hi. And I could put in some little twine or something there if I want to. So, okay. that was an unexpected little twist there. So let's make it look pretty. Alrighty, so let's go back to some embellishments. And I think I'm going to do another one of these sort of collage-y type things here. I'm using this Here and There sticker collection. I've had this for a very, very long time. And what I'm doing is just doing a little sticker collage here. Great way to use up stickers for sure. Yeah, some of the things that I have are focused on train travel or car travel, well, mainly train or airplane travel, which is fine, except I would have really wanted something that was less airplane driven. I probably have some more stuff in my stash, but that's okay, because we did not fly on this trip. A little bit of a embellishment there. I'm going to trim the rest of this sticker off. There we go. I'm trying to see, is there anything else that I want on that? I think I'm good, I think. As I look around through my stash, is there anything else? So I'm using some Mandy chips that I got years ago from Michael's. Let me know if you were a Mandy chips by My Big Ideas hoarder, because I absolutely love these things. Love them. All right, I'm just going to put love this. So a little bit of embellishing there. Then I want a little bit of embellishing over here. Sometimes when I'm working with a kit, I'll just grab just a few items from the kit and work with those few items versus feeling like I have to work with every single item in the kit. Because sometimes, you know, you just want a few little things. This is from Momenta. I probably picked this up at Michael's or whatever. I've had this in my stash for a long time. I tend to pick up travel-y type things and just kind of hang on to them. And then I sometimes forget that I have them, so I'm glad that I'm pulling these out. That says explore. Did I want to put that down just yet? I'm going to pull this up for just a second. I do want to use this. But, oh, and it didn't rip my photo. Woohoo! All right, I'm going to stick this down in just a few. I want to find something else, too. Let me see, what else do I got? A bunch of font stickers. Let's see here. What I want is to create another anchor. So I'm looking through my stuff, seeing what I have. Also, I just want to mention, when I'm building out kits, I try really hard not to put everything in the kit. So for example, this is a travel themed kit. I tried really hard not to grab all of my travel stuff because that's just really overwhelming. Okay, so I see some things here that might work. Let me grab my little tray of embellishments. And let's see, maybe a little tag there or something. A little this way. I might be inspired to do something else. Oh, here's a Texas. Love that. Big ups to all my Texas folks. This might be leading me in a different direction. Kind of like something like that. That's kind of cool. Could also just do without that tag there, so that's a lot. That's tag happy right there. There's something else that I saw that I thought would look cute, but now I need to find it. There's a lot of these baggage claim tickets, which are cute, but we did not fly. We drove, so I kind of feel like I want to save those. But I really love these little arrows. I don't know how that's going to work, because I also love this, too. Let's see if there's anything else that I can use as an anchor. I'm looking at my sticker sheet again. There's something that says vacation. That looks boxy. You never know till you try it out, right? You never know. What about label? Okay, we may be getting somewhere with this. So how about this? And layer that there. And do here that says explore. There we go. We worked it out. We worked it out. Maybe that says Rome. So the Hot Springs National Park is really a few miles off the main strip, the main area, the tourist area, in Hot Springs. And it has all of the bathhouses there. And the cool thing about it is that Hot Springs was sort of the neutral ground for gangsters and mobsters back in the day. And so they would come and relax and enjoy the hot baths and that type of thing, the saltwater baths and whatnot. And it was neutral ground. So they're all agreed, we're going to come here, we're going to chill, ceasefire, no one's going to cut up. And so yeah, it has a pretty interesting history. There is a gangster museum in Hot Springs, by the way. You can go. We did not tour it. We had plans to, but we did not. And but I hope one day we'll be able to go back and tour that, take a tour of that. But it has a really interesting history and backstory. All right. So let's see. I'm trying to find. This little die cut set has numbers. So I'm trying to find this little number 3 that I'm going to put there. That represents the 3 of my family and I, my mom, my daughter, and my wife. So we're going to put that right there. Oops. There we go. Alrighty. So that works, a little bitty collage situation. Okay, so I can stick it here, or I could stick it here. I think I'm going to stick it here. I kind of like how that all interacts together. Okay, so I'm liking this. I'm liking this. So I started with this photo here, and I'll probably put something here text-wise. I don't know what I'm going to say there. Maybe I'll put Historic and Art District, I'm not sure, or Explore or something. I don't know. I don't know what I'm going to put there. Then I used one of the postcards that I picked up from one of the bathhouses while we were there. I have this photo, this really cool piece of artwork outside of a restaurant. Added a little bit of embellishing. Popped this on a large tag, which is really cool. Because I had to add in the little strip to make it an insert, I had to do a little bit of fancy design work here so that the adhesive wouldn't be exposed. So I just added a little bit of pattern paper there, made a little bitty collage, added a wood veneer, did a little hole reinforcer with my We Are Memory Keepers enforcer tool, which I highly recommend that you grab if you like using tags or making tags. It's a great little tool to have in your stash. And then on the back, a photo of my family. I like doing these inserts because it gives me another opportunity to add in more journaling or more photos Did a little bit more of a cluster here. This is a good time to use those small stickers that sometimes we don't know what to do with. You can create little bitty clusters, let them overlap on your photos or other embellishments. And so I can add like ribbon or something here. Maybe I'll do that. I'll see what I have. I don't have a ton of ribbon, but maybe I'll add some ribbon there to add some texture. And then we have this layout here where I just added some die cuts and stuff that I already had picked out. So that helped me save any energy trying to figure out what to use on this particular spread. And then I added a few little enamel dots. And then what I'll do is I will insert journaling along the way. So I'll probably use the back of this for journaling. And then here on the back, I'll probably do some journaling here. But so far, so good. This album is coming together. Really, really love it. Let me go to the chat real quick. Let's see. Aubrey Jane Calvin shows up. Hello. I don't believe you received written permission to use a picture of me. This is a copyright notice requiring you give me $50,000 or lasagna. Oh, Aubrey. Oh, Aubrey. How about I give you lasagna? How about that? I'll give you lasagna, sweetie. Okay, Aubrey, true fact, the springs are heated by dragon's breath and fire. They sleep under the earth's crust. Eloise says, true fact, I may have just sold my husband on a hot springs visit. It is actually a really, really cool place to go and hang out if you're looking for kind of more of an outdoorsy type thing. Lots of history there with regards to the hot springs. The water is clear and crisp and beautiful. There are the locals that come to the different fountains that they have in the area where they are able to get some of the water. They swear by the beautiful hot springs water that's there. As far as having some like healing properties and other things, people just swear by the water that's there. Lots of outdoorsy opportunities too. So if you like camping and that type of thing, lots of beautiful national parks there that you can do some really, really great outdoor stuff. Lots of people camp there and fish and that type of thing. So it's a really great place to go and relax if you want more of a low-key type of experience. It's not going to be the place where you're going to find the best culinary experience, in my opinion, but there are some gems there for sure that you can definitely partake in. Aubrey says, bathhouse equals houses of ill repute. Oh, Aubrey. I keep her around because it's cheaper. Callie Crafting said, I was admiring how fast you slapped the Explorer sticker down, but no, you're actually just like me. Can't commit that fast. Well, sometimes I can commit, right? Like this I can commit to. It's no big deal. I really like this Explorer sticker, but I wanted to layer something behind it. So sometimes I'll slap something down, like, nope, I gotta change that up. Loving your album. Recently bought a TN album inserts to document a cross-country trip. Feeling super inspired to actually get that project started. Yes, absolutely. Make sure you pull out all of your stuff, right? Pull out your things, start creating, start slapping stickers down on pages, that type of thing. Okay, so I think I still have a ton more left for this particular project to go. But I think because of the size and because I don't want to be super, super, super bulky, is I'm going to take advantage of doing things like inserts, doing photo collages, trying to cull my journaling into maybe longer form journaling. I have about 3 more days to document in this album, but I'm loving how it is coming together so far. I love little mini albums for travel purposes. This is a pretty chunky wood veneer piece, so I might replace that with something else. I'm not quite sure yet. We'll see how that goes. But so far, so good. This album is coming together. I think the next time what I'll do is add in some of my journaling before I get too much further down the line. I still have some fresh memories of this vacation, so I want to make sure that I add in some journaling, make some tweaks as we go along. But so far, so good. I'd say this is about 30% done. So there we go. Hot Springs Travel Album right there in the pocket. Okay, folks. Make sure if you enjoyed this stream that you give it a thumbs up. That lets YouTube know that you really enjoyed your experience here. I'm so glad that you came and joined me today, as always. We will be back next Wednesday for another live, and I haven't decided if I'm going to continue to work in this album or do something else. Maybe I'll do a layout share next Wednesday. I'm not quite sure what I'll do. We'll figure it out then, or I'll figure it out before then. I hope you were inspired to work on something crafty today. Get out those supplies, make those kits, make the plans for your projects, and get them done, get those stories told. If you have any questions about this project, make sure you post them in the comment section, and I'll work hard to answer your question. If you are interested in the Citrus Twist Life Crafted albums, I posted a link in the description along with the dimensions, so you can check that out. They have all that information on their website, so make sure you go check it out. They have tons of colors. It's a really, really fun alternative to just doing Traveler's Notebook inserts. They have a wide range of pockets as well, divided pockets in different pocket styles, as well as the little insert strips that I showed you just a minute ago. So I think it's something that you might enjoy if you're looking to scrapbook in this size. Perfect for travel albums, perfect for those special projects. By the way, I'm not an affiliate or anything of Citrus Twist. I'm just a very happy customer who loves their albums. So make sure you check it out. Links posted down below. There's also links to all the rest of my socials as well. If you want extended content and educational opportunities, consider becoming a Victoria Marie patron. That link is posted down below. And make sure you join the newsletter so you know all the haps that are going on here at Victoria Marie Designs. All right, folks, until next Wednesday, have a fabulous, fabulous day, and I will see you next time. See ya. Oh, by the way, one of the things I want to say, I was in conversation with a community member not too long ago who was struggling to get started with scrapbooking. And if I can impart anything to you, if you are having if you've lost a little bit of your scrappy mojo, as I'm going to challenge you to sit down today, tomorrow, or whenever and do something creative, whether it's put a kit together, print photos, or whatnot. I swear to God, it makes all the difference whenever you do just a little bit of something in support of your hobbies. You deserve that time. You deserve to be able to sit down and relax and get creative. So just keep that in mind. I just wanted to impart that thought. All right, folks, until next time, see you next Wednesday. Bye-bye.